Question 1. Which protocol provides the highest level of encryption for wireless networks? A. 802.1x. B. AES. C. EAP. D. TKIP. Correct answer. B. AES. AES, Advanced Encryption Standard, is a robust symmetric encryption algorithm that uses the same key for both encrypting and decrypting data. It is considered one of the most secure encryption algorithms today, capable of withstanding most modern cryptographic attacks while providing fast speeds and high efficiency. AES is widely used in critical applications, including military and financial systems. Question 102. What type of attack is prevented by the capability of TKIP encryption to generate a new key for each packet when upgrading from WEP to WPA in a wireless network? A. Brute force attacks. B. Deauthentication attacks. C. Denial of service, DOS attacks. D. Replay attacks. Correct answer. D. Replay attacks. Replay attack is a type of cyber attack in which an attacker intercepts and later retransmits valid data packets across a network. This action exploits the fact that the same packet can be sent multiple times, leading to confusion or disruption. The attacker may use this method to impersonate a legitimate user or carry out unauthorized actions within the network. TKIP, Temporal Key Integrity Protocol, is a security protocol designed to defend against replay attacks. It automatically generates a new encryption key for each data packet transmitted over the network. This dynamic key creation means that even if an attacker captures a packet, they cannot simply replay it, as the key used to encrypt that packet will no longer be valid for subsequent packets. Question 103. What type of device is identified as a load balancer in the following selection? A. Firewall. B. Gateway. C. Router. D. Switch. Correct answer. C. Router. Load balancer is a networking device that operates at the application layer, Layer 7, of the OSI model. Its function is to distribute network traffic across multiple servers to ensure that no single server becomes overloaded. This helps optimize performance, enhance fault tolerance, and improve the response time of applications. Router is a networking device that operates at the network layer, Layer 3, of the OSI model. Its function is to connect different networks and route data traffic between them using IP addresses to determine the best path for the data. This helps manage network traffic efficiently and reduce congestion. Question 104. Which tool is commonly used to capture and analyze network traffic for troubleshooting and security monitoring? A. Wireshark. B. Multimeter. C. Netstat. D. Ping. Correct answer. A. Wireshark. Wireshark is a packet analyzer that captures network traffic, allowing administrators to inspect protocols, detect anomalies, and troubleshoot connectivity issues. Question 105. What is the term used to describe the traffic that enables a router to dial another router to establish an ISDN connection? A. Access list traffic. B. Global traffic. C. Interesting traffic. D. ISDN traffic. Correct answer. C. Interesting traffic. Interesting traffic refers to the designated data that triggers an ISDN connection. The router is set up to detect specific traffic patterns, and once the defined conditions are met, it initiates a call to the remote router to establish the connection. Question 106. What indicator can be used to determine if an adapter is connected to an operational hub or switch? A. Collision LED. B. Link pulse LED. C. Speed light. Emitting diode. D. Status LED. Correct answer. B. Link pulse. D. Link pulse LED is an indicator used to determine whether a network device, such as a network card or adapter, is connected to an active hub or switch. When a connection is established, the LED will light up, confirming that the device is connected and can communicate with the network through the intermediary device. Question 107. What types of problems are considered to be network-wide issues? A. A fatal error that causes a single computer to fail. B. A problem with a router that connects an entire network to the Internet. C. A problem with an application server that affects a single local area network. D. A problem with an order entry or customer service call center resource. Correct answer. B. A problem with a router that connects an entire network to the Internet. Network-wide issue refers to problems that affect multiple devices or users across the entire network, rather than being limited to just one device or a specific group of users. These issues are often related to critical network components or services, such as routers, firewalls, or DNS systems, which can prevent many users or the entire network from accessing the Internet, services, or other essential network resources. Question 108. Which protocol is never used by the ping program to send its messages? A. Ethernet. B. ICMP. C. IP. D. TCP. Correct answer. D. TCP. Ping program uses ICMP, Internet Control Message Protocol, to send echo request messages and receive echo replies to check network connectivity. It does not send ping messages over TCP because TCP is a connection-oriented protocol designed to ensure reliable data transmission. TCP, Transmission Control Protocol, operates at the transport layer of the OSI, Open Systems Interconnection, model. It ensures reliable data transmission between network systems by guaranteeing that packets are delivered in the correct order and without errors. If a packet is lost or arrives out of order, TCP will request that the packet be retransmitted. Question 109. What command line utility can be used to achieve the same task as traceroute or tracert? A. Netstat. B. Pathping. C. Ping. D. Route. Correct answer. B. Pathping. Traceroute is a command line tool used to trace the path that a packet takes from your computer to a destination server, displaying all the hops, routers, or other network devices the packet passes through. Pathping is a command line tool that combines the functions of both ping and traceroute. It not only traces the route of a packet, but also performs a deeper analysis of the connection quality, including information on packet loss and latency at each hop along the path. Question 110. What utility in Unix/Linux can you use to view information about the active processes running on a system? A. CPUSTAT. B. Monitor. C. NETSTAT. D. TOP. Correct answer. D. Top. Top is a command line tool in Unix and Linux operating systems. used to monitor and display information about the processes running on the system. This tool provides a real-time, dynamic view of system resources such as CPU usage, memory usage, and the processes consuming those resources. It helps system administrators track system performance and quickly identify issues like processes consuming excessive resources. Question 111. What term is used to describe the delays in data packet transmission across a network that can cause temporary service interruptions, dropouts, or data loss? A. Attenuation. B. Crosstalk. C. Electromagnetic interference. D. Jitter. Correct answer. D. Jitter. Jitter is the irregular variation in the arrival times of data packets over a network. Instead of packets arriving at the expected consistent intervals, jitter occurs when they arrive unevenly, either earlier or later than expected. This phenomenon happens when there is network congestion or device failures, leading to packet loss, and it can negatively impact real-time applications such as VoIP, Voice over Internet Protocol, streaming, and other time-sensitive services. Question 112. What type of the device that measures cable length by sending a signal through one end and timing the return of the reflected signal? A. Fox and Hound tester. B. Spectrum analyzer. C. Time domain reflectometer. D. Voltage event recorder. Correct answer. C. Time domain reflectometer. Time domain reflectometer, TDR, is a device used to test and diagnose the condition of electrical cables. The TDR works by sending an electrical signal through the cable and measuring the time it takes for the signal to reflect back from the far end of the cable. This reflection time is used to calculate the cable's length and to identify faults or issues such as open circuits, short circuits, or signal degradation at various points along the cable. Question 113. Which policy within Windows password settings aims to restrict users from choosing frequently used passwords? A. Enforce password history. B. Maximum password age. C. Minimum password length. D. Passwords must meet complexity requirements. Correct answer. D. Passwords must meet complexity requirements. Passwords must meet complexity requirements is a policy designed to prevent users from choosing common or easily guessable passwords. This policy mandates that passwords must adhere to complexity rules, such as including lowercase letters, uppercase letters, numbers, and special characters. These requirements help prevent users from selecting weak or predictable passwords, which are often targeted in hacker attacks. Question 114. What type of attack occurs when an intruder installs a rogue access point on a business's wireless network to capture traffic from users who unintentionally connect to it? A. Evil twin. B. Social networking. C. Spoofing. D. War driving. Correct answer. A. Evil twin. Evil twin attack is a type of wireless network attack where an attacker sets up a fake access point with an SSID, network name, that is identical to or similar to a trusted wireless network. The purpose of this attack is to deceive users into connecting to the fake access point instead of the legitimate network. Once connected, the attacker can intercept and collect sensitive information such as passwords, credit card details, emails, and other important documents. Question 115. Among the statements provided, which one incorrectly describes DHCP snooping? A. DHCP snooping detects rogue DHCP servers. B. DHCP snooping drops. DHCP messages arriving over the incorrect port. C. DHCP snooping is implemented in network switches. D. DHCP snooping prevents DNS cache poisoning. Correct answer. D. DHCP snooping prevents DNS cache poisoning. DHCP, Dynamic Host Configuration Protocol. Snooping is a security feature implemented on network switches to prevent rogue DHCP servers and protect the network from attacks related to incorrect IP address assignment. The switch checks incoming and outgoing DHCP requests to verify that they come from trusted ports. Requests from untrusted ports are dropped. Question 116. Which of the following options is true about authentication auditing? A. Auditing can detect authentications that occur after hours. B. Auditing can disclose attempts to compromise passwords. C. Auditing can identify the guess patterns used by password cracking software. D. Auditing can record unsuccessful as well as successful authentications. Correct answer. B. Auditing can disclose attempts to compromise passwords. Authentication auditing is the process of recording and monitoring authentication attempts on a system to ensure the security of the network and data. It helps detect threats, such as unauthorized access or attacks targeting the system. By tracking login activities and reviewing authentication logs, administrators can identify potential security breaches and take corrective action before an attack escalates. Question 117. What is the process called when a recently installed patch is removed to revert to a previous version? A. Backslide. B. Downgrade. C. Reset. D. Rollback. Correct answer. D. Rollback. Rollback is the process of removing a recently installed patch or update to revert to the previous version of a system or software. This is often done when the new patch causes issues or errors, and reverting to the older version ensures the system returns to a stable state. Downgrade is the process of moving to a lower version or older software. Reset is the process of returning a system to its default state or settings. Question 118. Which type of device is commonly configured to function as a dynamic host configuration protocol server? A. A bridge. B. A hub. C. A wireless router. D. An unmanaged switch. Correct answer. C. A wireless router. Dynamic Host Configuration Protocol is a network protocol used to automatically assign IP addresses and other network configuration information to devices on a network, reducing the manual configuration work for network administrators. A wireless router is a networking device that combines the functions of a router and a wireless access point. It automatically assigns IP addresses to devices connecting to the network, allowing wireless devices such as computers and smartphones to connect with one another. This device is commonly used in home or small office networks. Question 119. What device functions solely at the physical layer within the OSI model? A. Bridge. B. Hub. C. Router. D. Switch. Correct answer. B. Hub. A hub is a networking device that operates at the physical layer of the OSI Open Systems interconnection model. It lacks the ability to process or analyze data. When a data packet is sent to a hub, it broadcasts that packet to all ports connected to it. Question 120. What service do access control lists provide? A. Accounting. B. Auditing. C. Authentication. D. Authorization. Correct answer. D. Authorization. Access control lists are a tool in computer networking and security used to control access to network resources. ACLS define access rights for users or devices, determining who can access a resource and what permissions they have on that resource. Authorization is the process of determining whether an authenticated user or device has the right to access a resource, typically based on factors like the user's identity or the device's IP address. Question 121. What authentication factor represents the concept of something you do? A. A finger gesture. B. A fingerprint. C. A password. D. A smart card. Correct answer. A. A finger gesture. Something you do is an authentication factor based on a user's actions, such as a unique gesture or behavior used for verification. For example, some systems may require users to perform a specific hand gesture, e.g., drawing a shape or making a particular movement, which can be considered an action that the user takes to prove their identity. Question 122. What strategy offers the best protection against the compromise of sensitive data through social engineering? A. Implement a program of user education and corporate policies. B. Install a firewall between the internal network and the Internet. C. Install an antivirus software product on all user workstations. D. Use Internet Protocol security to encrypt all network traffic. Correct answer. Implement a program of user education and corporate policies. Social engineering is a manipulation technique that exploits human psychology rather than relying on technical hacking methods to gain access to confidential information, systems, or networks. Attackers use social engineering to deceive individuals into breaking normal security procedures or revealing sensitive data, often through methods like phishing, pretexting, baiting, or tailgating. The most effective defense against these tactics is educating users on recognizing social engineering attempts and creating corporate policies to help employees handle suspicious situations safely. Question 123. What type of attack involves modifying a legitimate software product? A. Evil twin. B. Logic bomb. C. Social engineering. D. War driving. Correct answer. B. Logic bomb. Logic bomb is a type of malicious code embedded within legitimate software or systems, designed to cause disruption or launch an attack triggered automatically at a specific time or under certain conditions. It can have serious consequences, ranging from corrupting data, disrupting system operations, to exposing sensitive company information. Question 124. What is the best description of a zombie in the context of the hacker community? A. A computer that is no longer functioning because it is the target of a denial of service attack. B. A computer that is remotely controllable because it has been infected by malware. C. A program that attackers use to penetrate passwords using brute force attacks. D. A user that has fallen victim to a phishing attack. Correct answer. B. A computer that is remotely controllable because it has been infected by malware. Zombie is a term used to refer to computers that have been remotely controlled by an attacker after being infected with malware. These infected computers can have their data stolen or be used by the attacker to carry out large-scale attacks, such as distributed denial of service attacks. Question 125. What tool is not appropriate for testing copper cable installations during troubleshooting? A. Multimeter. B. OTDR. C. Tone generator and locator. D. Wire map tester. Correct answer. B. OTDR. OTDR, Optical Time Domain Reflectometer, is a tool used to test and diagnose issues in optical fiber cables. OTDR works by emitting light pulses through the fiber and measuring the reflection of light returning. These reflections help identify the location of issues in the fiber, such as breaks, damage, or signal loss. Question 126. What command can be used to view the IPv6 routing table specifically on a Windows computer? A. Root list. B. Root list -6. C. Root print. D. Root print -6. Correct answer. D. Root print -6. The command rootprint-6 is used to display the routing table for IPv6 on a Windows computer. This command allows network administrators or users to easily check the IPv6 network configuration on their system. Question 127. What type of device would typically not be employed by a data networking cable installer? A. Butt set. B. Cable certifier. C. Tone generator and locator. D. Wire map tester. Correct answer. A. Butt set. Butt set is a tool commonly used in the repair and testing of telephone lines. This tool allows technicians to check the signal on a telephone line, make test calls, and listen to the line's audio, helping to determine if there are any issues with the signal or the phone connection. Question 128. What is the most straightforward TCP/IP tool to help detect a malfunctioning router within your network? A. Ifconfig. B. Netstat. C. Ping. D. Traceroute. Correct answer. D. Traceroute. Traceroute is a command line tool used to determine the path that data takes from a user's computer to a specific destination on the network, typically a server or website. Traceroute helps analyze the movement of data packets and provides information about the time each hop, each point through which the data packet passes takes, assisting network administrators in identifying connection issues and latency within the computer network. Question 129. What result can be anticipated when a port scanner is run on a server? A. A list of Internet Protocol addresses used on the network. B. A list of open ports through which the system can be accessed. C. A list of processes running on the system. D. A list of protocols used by the system for network communication. Correct answer. B. A list of open ports through which the system can be accessed. Port scanner is a tool used to scan the network ports on a system, helping to determine the status of these ports, such as whether they are open, closed, or blocked. The port scanning process primarily operates at the transport layer, layer 4, in the OSI model, because this layer deals with TCP/UDP, Transmission Control Protocol/User Datagram Protocol, Control Protocol/User Datagram Protocol protocols, which use network ports to facilitate communication between devices. Question 130. What is defined as a system-wide error? A. A fatal error that causes a single computer to fail. B. A problem with a router that affects only one local area network. C. A problem with an email server that affects all network users. D. A problem with an order entry or customer service call center resource. Correct answer. A. A fatal error that causes a single computer to fail. An issue that completely disables a user's system, computer, is known as a system-wide error. Other issues typically affect multiple users or systems, rather than a single device. Thank you for watching. If you found this helpful for you, don't forget to like, drop a comment, and subscribe for more practice questions and tips.